Well, everybody. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wasn't that pre-released exciting? Woo! So exciting. Cross encounter booster boxes are stabilizing. All arts are stabilizing. Bloom Lord isn't a $90 card anymore. Let's see if anybody bought that at $90. Oh, it doesn't appear so. It doesn't appear so. Doesn't appear so. What a crazy pre-release. I hope you got everything you needed during this pre-release. I hope you didn't pay $90 for a Bloom Lord when you could have waited like a week and got it for 34. Now that all arts are stabilizing, Jesmon alternate art going for 59, Minerva going for 44. You're paying that waifu tax. Sakuyamon maid mode going for 45. Venusmon going for 41. Whew, what a crazy week. Man, hope you didn't get a double Shoutmon King version box like a lot of my friends did. Speaking of King, shout out to Spider-Man Jones, a part of the DMV Drakes, for winning 2 pre-releases this weekend. And also yesterday at our locals. So on that note of excuse me, it's still early in the morning, I'm recording this. On that note of cross encounters booster boxes, did you know that the expected release date of a Dragonic Roar EX03 is in, I don't know, a November 11th? And then to my clock, it appears that, I don't know, November 11th is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away. I had a calendar here, but my dumb ass forgot the computers have calendars here. So we're just going to delete that. Oh, not on that yet. We'll get to that soon. But did you know that November 11th is 4 weeks away? And there's going to be about, I don't know, approximately 4 weeks of cross-encounter meta before you jump right into EX3. So we're going to talk about a little bit of a cross-encounter meta very, very rarely, and then we're going to jump right into cards you might want to look out for EX3, because at this point, since cross encounters is such a contained set, you could get relatively everything you need in the set. Same for the starter decks Jesmon and Ragnarlord. Aside from a few expensive rares and commons, like the Huckmon, that is like, I think I covered this last week, that is going for approximately $3. And the Ludomon for Ragnarlord, that's going for about 2. Because these starter decks are so contained, and BT-10 is so contained. I think aside from the Huckmon and the Ludomon, everything else you can get basically relatively in a bubble if you're just starting out. Minus some like Pride memory boosts and other various things that you're going to need. Just staples. I'd recommend getting your staples now. You need to just get your X antibodies, get your Cool Boys, get your Blossomons. Let's check Blossomon. Let's just take a look at it. 24 cent. Once EX3 comes and Bloom Lord Hydramon becomes insane, these green cards will shoot up. How much is HPD? Hidden Potential discovered. Hidden Potential discovered should not be that much. Hopefully not. 52 cent. That's interesting. Huh. Hidden Potential discovered might go up, but it's a one-off, so you can kind of fade $2 on a one-off, you know what I mean, since it's limited. So just be mindful of your staples, ladies and gentlemen. The game is getting a little bit more expensive by the set. Things that are out of print like Terriers, Gazis, Hidden Potential Discovered, Blossomons, only get reprinted when Bandai says they get reprinted. And they don't have reprint sets like in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and Magic. So once those reprints are gone, that's it. They reprint things frequently, but the things they reprint frequently are usually just cards you don't need. Like this Patamon here. Like this Patamon here. Who is playing Patamon? I don't know. This is not relevant. 15 bucks is not worth it. So get ready for Dragonic War. I mean, Dragonic War. I can't read. Dragonic Roar, November 11th, 2022. Speaking of later sets, BT-12 got announced. And with BT-12 getting announced, they announced a new Takuya. Now, this Flamemon's about $7. I don't know how good Takuya and Red Hybrid is going to be in BT-12. Just keeping this bug in your ear that Flamemon may go up because of the new Takuya that got released. That was a memory setter, and he gives an inheritable. I don't remember offhand exactly what he did. Be mindful of that. Also, regular Takuya is about $2.15 for the box topper, and I think the pre-released version is a little bit lower if you can't shove out the money for $3. So if you have any interest in Red Hybrid, I would just say get these. Also get Ancient Greymon. Also grab a few Ancient Greymons potentially. Let's see how much is it. 18 bucks. Yeah, just grab your Ancient Greymons too. You never know when this deck might explode again. You never know what Mario might top with like a 40 card deck again. Maybe I'm throwing a little too much shade. Let me just move on. Koji, Minamoto, box toppers as well. You might want to grab these and some of these all art Starabimons that are like $6, because if Takuya got announced, oh, I got rid of Takuya, poor thing. Let me just go back a little bit. Since Takuya got announced as a memory setter, there could be a possible new Koji as well, who is also a memory setter. So just get, old all arts of cheap things. And on that note, I would also recommend grabbing some Zoe's box toppers as well, because they're pretty relatively cheap still. $5. I'm glad I got mine when they were like $2. They were literally just like $3 to $4 the other day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of these is me that bought it. But it's slowly creeping up, so you might want to just pick up like 4 copies of this. You never know when there's going to be good support later on down the line. Zoe, Takuya, and Koji, Durag Matt, as my buddy Zaki calls him, always are going to be relevant because they're main characters. So main characters always get support. Nobody cares about Gomamon, sadly. You know what I mean? But speaking of Gomamon, also in BT, I keep calling it BT. Sorry, it's so early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee. Also in EX03, there is a weird deck that uses Gomamon. I can't remember the Digimon's name off the top of my head, but it spits Digivolutions out of its stack. I think it uses Piranhamon and something else. So just be mindful of this card. It may reach $10. I might actually pick up 3 of these for myself because I like weird offbeat decks. My friend Zaki also wanted me to talk about Evolution of the Ancients because of all the new hybrid support that we're going to get in BT-12. You might want to take a look at this. This is the max rarity version. I'm covering it. I usually don't cover max rarity cards, but today, since they're so cheap and they're meta relevant later possibly, I'm covering them now. It's always good to just be mindful of things before it gets to that point, so we don't have another Magna Angel situation where Magna Angel was like $11 and then it shot up to like $35, $50 around the time Masty got printed in English. So this may be just nice to hold on to as a 1 or 2 of, maybe 3. I don't think you need a play set of Evolution Ancients, but just keep your eyes open because bulk commons, and bulk uncommons, and bulk rares are pretty pricey these days. Want to cover the Copium Machine Dramon. Also in EX3, there's a new Chaos Dramon that's pretty good. So Machine Dramon always is one of those weird archetypes, kind of like kind of like Diaboromon, where they have die-hard fans. I love Machine Dramon. I know he kind of blows. I always try to make him work. It took a while for me to make a halfway decent Machine Dramon deck. I use the purple base, but I'm actually going to remove the purple base as for for something else. So, moving on to EX3 meta stuff. Commandramons also get printed in EX3. Not these specific Commandramons, but new Commandramons. This Commandramon is 145 right now and could climb. And also, the best Commandramon in the game, the Searcher Commandramon, is about 175. So I would recommend you get a playset of all your Commandramons now. Commandramon was never really a very expensive deck, but you never know. If you get an insane Darkdramon at any point in the game's history, these will shoot up like no tomorrow. Commandramon always is like the people's champion. It's a very affordable deck. Speaking of Darkdramon, the max rarity of this is this Digimon Card Game Fest 2022 Great Legend. BT-4 or whatever. This is max rarity. It has a little stamp there. I'm not aware of any other Darkdramons. I'm pretty sure this is max rarity. Let's just all. I don't know why I hit. Okay, can't say. Yeah, that's max rarity. Pick up like a couple of copies of these. 4. Commandramon uses 4 of these, so just putting that on your rhetoric to do. Also, Pride Memory Boost is about $2. So this is what I was saying about the staples. You might want to grab your staples before they explode and you can't get them anymore. Just like in Yu-Gi-Oh! How they gave some support. I don't remember what support it was, but frog cards jumped up from like 2 cents. Oh, this is a blank page. Frog cards jumped up to like from 2 cents to like $20 because they're barely printed. Moving on to Gilmon, also in EX3, there is new Gilmon support, and the promo Gilmon, which is the best one that helps you out of bricks. If you don't have a level 4, you can Digivolve on this, and the next turn swing, draw 2, which is insane, and also draw with Fireball, so you drew 4 cards in like one turn potentially. It helps you get you out of bricks. It's $10 now. I don't see this going down anytime soon. It used to be like in the $6 to $7 ballpark, but it seems to have stabilized again. So I would just pick these up. Also, Vmon. Examon uses this Vmon to unsuspend during their main phase. I would recommend grabbing some of these Vmons too while they're on the low of 136, because Examon is insane. Hydramon is also insane. And Commandramon, and I didn't hear too many things about Commandramon. I didn't hear too many things about the Jazzamon deck either, with the one chick that's a white tamer. I forget her name. But just keep these things in mind going forward, because since BT-10 has such a small window of barely 4 weeks, you can easily get sucker punched into EX3 and then like run out of time on a lot of cards potentially. Got some Dracomons here, bringing this up because Examon uses new Dracomons, and this is Searcher Dracomon that adds a Drummon in its name off the top 3 to your hand. And we noticed with the Super Rare Gatomon and also the Vmon from the starter deck, the Searcher Vmon from the Imperial starter deck, that's also like $3 that anything can get supported anytime. You know what I mean? I mean, not anything can get supported anytime. These cards can fluctuate between prices at any time. You can easily buy 2 starter decks and have a playset of the whole, of everything you need, plus. So, just keep that in mind, man. Just crack open a couple starter decks. You know, you're gonna use all the stuff in the starter decks anyway. The starter decks are really good. It comes with Hammer Spark here. It comes with this Gabumon, which Melga X uses. It's got some pretty decent stuff. Cordramon is in it. You know what I mean? This crappy option no one uses. You know, just keep your eye out. Just keep your eye out.